Hey everyone, welcome back to Home Library Book Review. Today we present to you another book review on the 48 Laws of Power by author Robert Greene. This book argues that if you manage to charm and deceive your opponents, you will attain the ultimate power. Author states that the better you become at handling power, the better friend and person you will become. We have divided the review in several parts to accommodate all the 48 laws. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe with the bell notification so that you are the first one to receive our videos. So let's get started right away.
Welcome to Home Library Book Review, where we select a book right from the shelf and explain its learning through easy to understand text, graphics, examples, and animation, along with discussion with family members. You can now order your book review video on www.home-library.com.
Today, we're gonna be reviewing The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene.
This book is an international bestseller. It gives advice on how to get to the top and stay there. To be able to cover all the 48 laws of power, we have divided this review into 10 parts. This is part 6 of 10, and the laws covered here are from 26 to 30. It also has Goodreads rating of 4 out of 5. Is an American author and public speaker, best known for his books on strategy, power, and seduction. His bestseller books include The 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction, and Mastery. Born and raised in a middle-class Jew family of California, he studied at the University of California and University of Wisconsin to obtain a degree in classical studies. His books are known for apt quotations. His writing commands a wide array of followers ranging from businessmen, prison inmates, war historians, to musicians of show business. But before we move ahead, Arnav, what do you understand by power?
Dad, I think power means ability to do something.
Yes, it could also mean capacity or potential or even capability or competence. You know, Arnav, there is a quotation which says, power is neither good or bad, but its user makes it so. Now, I can't wait to review all the laws of power in this book. How about you, Arnav?
Sure, Dad, let's begin.
Law 26. Keep your hands clean. You must seem a paragon of efficiency and civility. Your hands are never soiled by mistakes and nasty deeds. Maintain such a spotless appearance by using others as unwitting pawns and screens to disguise your involvement. Occasional mistakes are inevitable. The world is just too unpredictable. People of power, however, are undone not by mistakes they make, but by the way they deal with them. Like surgeons, they must cut away the tumor with speed and finality. Excuses and apologies are much too blunt tools for the delicate operation. The powerful avoid them. By apologizing, you open up all sorts of doubts about your competence, your intentions, any other mistakes you may not have confessed. Excuses satisfy no one, and apologies make everyone uncomfortable. The mistake does not vanish with an apology, it deepens and festers. Better to cut it off instantly, distract attention from yourself, and focus attention on a convenient scapegoat before people have time to ponder your responsibility or your possible incompetence. It is often wise to choose the most innocent victim possible as a sacrificial goat. Such people will not be powerful enough to fight you, and their naive protests may be seen as protesting too much, may be seen, in other words, as a sign of their guilt. It is important that you remain the victim, the poor leader betrayed by the incompetence of those around you. Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult like following. People have an overwhelming desire to believe in something. Become the focal point of such desire by offering them a cause, a new faith to follow. Keep your words vague but full of promise. Emphasize enthusiasm over rationality and clear thinking. Give your new disciples rituals to perform. Ask them to make sacrifices on your behalf. In the absence of organized religion and grand causes, your new belief system will bring you untold power. In searching as you must for the methods that will gain you the most power for the least effort, you will find the creation of a cult like following one of the most effective. Having a large following opens up all sorts of possibilities for deception. Not only will your followers worship you, they will defend you from your enemies and will voluntarily take on the work of enticing others to join your fledgling cult. This kind of power will lift you to another realm. You will no longer have to struggle to use subterfuge to enforce your will. You are adored and can do no wrong. You might think it is a gargantuan task to create such a following, but in fact, it is fairly simple. Always in a rush to believe in something, people will manufacture saints and faiths out of nothing. Do not let this gullibility go to waste. Make yourself the object of worship. Make people form a cult around you. To create a cult, you must first attract attention. This you should do not through actions which are too clear or readable, but through words which are hazy and deceptive. Your initial speeches, conversations, and interviews must include two elements. On the one hand, the promise of something great and transformative, and on the other, a total vagueness. Law number 28. Enter action with boldness. If you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitations will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. Everyone admires the bold. No one honors the timid. Most of us are timid. We want to avoid tension and conflict, and we want to be liked by all. We may contemplate a bold action, but we rarely bring it to life. We are terrified of the consequences of what others might think of us, of the hostility we will stir up if we dare go beyond our usual place. Although we may disguise our timidity as a concern for others and desire not to hurt or offend them, in fact, it is the opposite. We are really self absorbed, worried about ourselves and how others perceive us. Boldness, on the other hand, is outer directed and often makes people feel more at ease, since it is less self conscious and less repressed. It never induces awkwardness or embarrassment, and so we admire the bold and prefer to be around them because their self confidence infects us and draws us outside our own realm of inwardness and reflection. Few are born bold. Napoleon had to cultivate the habit on the battlefield where he knew it was a matter of life and death. In social settings, he was awkward and timid, but he overcame this and practiced boldness in every part of his life because he saw its tremendous power, how it could literally enlarge a man. You must practice and develop your boldness. You will often find uses for it. The best place to begin is often to delicate world of negotiation, particularly those discussions in which you are asked to set your own price. A bold move makes you seem larger and more powerful than you are. Law number 29: plan all the way to the end. The ending is everything. Plan all the way to it, taking into account all the possible consequences, obstacles, and twists of fortune that might reverse your hard work and give the glory to others. By planning to the end, you will not be overwhelmed by circumstances and you will have to know when to stop. Gently guide fortune and help determine the future by thinking far ahead. According to the cosmology of the ancient Greeks, the gods were thought to have complete vision into the future. They saw everything to come right down to the intricate details. Men, on the other hand, were seen as victims of fate, trapped in the moment and their emotions unable to see beyond immediate dangers. Those heroes, such as Odysseus, who were able to look beyond the present and plan several steps ahead, seemed to defy fate, to approximate the gods in their ability to determine the future. The comparison is still valid. Those among us who think farther ahead and patiently bring their plans to fruition seem to have a godlike power. Because most people are too imprisoned in the moment to plan with this kind of foresight, the ability to ignore immediate dangers and pleasures translates into power. It is the power of being able to overcome the natural human tendency to react to things as they happen and instead to train oneself to step back, imagining the larger things taking shape beyond one's immediate vision. When you see several steps ahead and plan your moves all the way to the end, you will no longer be tempted by emotion or by the desire to improvise. Your clarity will rid you of the anxiety and vagueness that are the primary reasons why so many fail to conclude their actions successfully. You now see the ending and you tolerate no deviation. Law number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Your actions must seem natural and executed with ease. All the toil and practice that go into them, and also all the clever tricks, must be concealed. When you act effortlessly as if you could do much more. Avoid the temptation of revealing how hard your work. It only raises questions. Teach no one your tricks, or they will be used against you. Humanity's first notions of power came from primitive encounters with nature. The flash of lightning in the sky, a sudden flood, the speed and ferocity of a wild animal. These forces required no thinking, no planning. They awed us by their sudden appearance, their gracefulness, and their power over life and death. And this remains the kind of power we have always wanted to imitate. Through science and technology, we have recreated the speed and sublime power of nature, but something is missing. Our machines are noisy and jerky. They reveal their effort. Even the very best creations of technology cannot root out our admiration for things that move easily and effortlessly. The power of children to bend us to their will comes from a kind of seductive charm that we feel in the presence of a creature less reflective and more graceful than we are. We cannot return to such a state, but if we can create the appearance of this kind of ease, we elicit in others the kind of primitive awe that nature has always evoked in humankind. Your powers are untapped, no one can fathom their limits. Let's summarize the laws that we have learned today. Law number 26. Keep your hands clean. Law number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Law number 28. Enter action with boldness. Law number 29. Plan all the way to the end. And law number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Part 7 coming soon. Please subscribe to our channel so that you're the first one to receive this video when it comes out. In part 7, we'll be looking at laws from number 31 to 35. Law number 31. Control the options, get others to play with the cards you deal. Law number 32. Play to people's fantasies. Law number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Law number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. And finally, law number 35. Master the art of timing.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell notification button to stay notified about our videos. Also visit our website www.home-library.com. Until next time, take care and bye.